What's up, Taurus? Welcome into the channel. If you are returning, welcome as well. I appreciate you. So this is going to be your Celtic Cross reading for October 2025. So you are last, but you are not least for the Celtic Cross readings. I think you were last because I'm getting this feeling with the full moon coming up on November 4th or 5th, that is in your sign. I feel like that full moon is going to be significant for you. Not just sun signs, but, any major placements. It'll be, significant in one way or another for anybody. But for you, Taurus, for the main placements, something's special for you. I don't know what that's going to be. So I don't know. Maybe something will come out. We will find out. So we're going to go to the astrology dice and we're going to see how many shuffles. And by the way, I was also called to change the deck for your board. We're using Miss Cleo. It's a simple Egyptian style tarot deck. And I did just have a massage today because I had to make my trip short. So you'd be proud of me. I was chilling. Look, I'm chilling a sweatshirt and ate dinner early. So food in my belly. I'm relaxed. Gonna sleep good tonight. So you'd be proud of me. So I don't know. I am feeling the Taurus vibes. So the deck is, it's simple. It's chill. So I think you're just simple and chill, and I don't know. Let's see what's going on with this possibly full moon that is in your sign. Something significant, possibly. How many shuffles do we need for Taurus, please? 8. Just heard infinity loop. So, 8 turned sideways is the infinity loop. So it's a lot of the energy that goes out should swing back around smoothly back towards you. So 8 could be significant for you. What do we got for Taurus, please, for the Celtic Cross? 1, 2, 3. Keep in mind if other energies come out on the board, place parties where it fits, only you will know. Energies could be swapped. 4. 5. 6. 7. Sagittarius had to have 11 shuffles. And the first half of the board was all majors. So, that was interesting. There's a lot of shuffles. I even did a timestamp on that one so people wouldn't have to wait through all those shuffles. Queen of Swords. 5 of Wands. Knight of Cups. The High Priestess. 2 of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Devil. The Devil came out in Sagittarius' reading as well. Interesting. 10 of Coins. 6 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Okay, so Taurus. So the current energy is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she, he, you take that as it resonates. It's just energy. Don't forget, masculines can be in feminine energy and vice versa, okay? Just like feminines can be in masculine energy. So don't get caught up on that. But the Queen of Swords, she's the smart one. She knows things. She's truthful. Pretty much knows the story and expects somebody to come towards them with the truth they possibly already know. So I feel like you're in this energy of, I already know what's up. The potential challenge here is the Five of Wands. Well, possible argument, possible tension. Okay, so your current energy, like I said, is you already know something. You're ready to have a truthful discussion with somebody. And I think maybe you're hoping somebody's going to come towards you and tell you the truth. But the potential challenge is there could be some tension. There could be a fight. Maybe someone's done something outside. So the Wands is fighting like on the outside. It's, people around you fighting, possible even competition. Interesting. So what you need to focus on, you've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is, it's a loving energy. It's emotionally romantic. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it's given me a vibe of approaching a situation with love. So maybe you're wanting, so with the Queen of Swords, she can have a sharp tongue, he, she. Because, they kind of, like I said, they kind of know usually what's going on. So they could have a sharp tongue, and maybe that sharp tongue would create a fight, and your approach is to be a little bit more loving with your approach, with this truthful discussion that you want to have. So in the past, you've got the High Priestess, Pisces energy. So the High Priestess is the one with the intuition, but also doesn't speak. So maybe in the past, you kept what you knew to yourself, right? Not talking about what you knew. So you always kept things quiet. But you knew what was up. In the past, you know what was going on. Yeah. Just like I said, the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords already knows. So in the past, yeah, you're one that already knew what happened in the past, and now you're ready to approach it. But you might not want to be so sharp with the tongue. Okay. Interesting. Your strength is the Two of Swords. Well, you were good at blocking out what you knew, right? High Priestess in the past, you knew, but you kept it quiet. You didn't talk about it. You just saw what was happening around you. You knew what was happening around you. But you kept your mouth shut, and your strength was, you know what? I can pretend like I don't see this. Okay. I can block it out. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to think about it. Yeah, a lot of suppression going on, right? With knowing but not talking about it, not thinking about it, and literally blocking it out is a lot of suppression. And like I said, with the full moon, that's when things come out. That's when closures happen. Truths come out. Yeah, and you're already currently feeling this energy of wanting to come out and say something, but you're worried it's going to start some tension, some drama, and some fighting. In the potential future here, you've got the Knight of Swords. Well, that's a fast energy of rushing in, and you're like, I'm not going to be fearless. I am not going to be fearless with what I have to say. Right? You've kept it quiet, you've suppressed it, you've blocked it out, and now it's this full moon. This full moon's going to be a big one for you, isn't it? You're going to put something on somebody Ajaxes are going to take off, but they're, but Spirit's like, be caring, be loving, right? Use loving words. Speak through love rather than the sharp tongue, so you can avoid this challenge of arguments, tension, and fighting and all that with what you have to say. So this is interesting. So your suggested approach, the Devil, Capricorn energy. This is interesting. So I feel like I'm not supposed to so much pay attention to the Devil in the negative or positive aspect. I'm supposed to take it as the energy of Capricorn is what I'm being told. I don't know, and I'm focused on the number 15 for some reason. So the 15th, 15, I don't know, something about 15 possibly. That's not going to be for everybody. Anyway, so let me get back to the energy. So, your suggested approach is to be in Capricorn energy. So Capricorn is an earth sign like Taurus. But Capricorn can be direct, right? They can be practical with their approach. So it's not being in the Devil energy, it's being in the Capricorn energy. Let me give you more on that. Business-like? More business approach is what I'm getting out of this. Practical, more business-like, be more professional with how you approach this, because what you don't see coming is you have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of coins in this deck. And I did say I picked this deck because it was simple, It wasn't anything over fancy. Capricorn is very practical, right? So it's being simple because you have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is this is a good outcome, financial outcome. And a good investment. So you approaching something that you already know is going to turn out to be a good investment for you. But you've got to be fearless. You've got to be simple. You've got to do it through love, not over glamorizing. But I mean, well, I take that back. So Taurus, while you have that simple side of chilling on the couch, with your snacks, relaxing, good food, there's also luxuries, right? You like the finer things. So it's saying to dial it back and not be so overly luxurious, to not be so into the luxuries of life. Dial it back and be more simple. That's when your 10 of Pentacles can come in. Your hopes and fears is the 6 of Wands. So I think you're hopeful you can be successful with whatever it is you need to say or be truthful about, but you're afraid of failing at whatever this is you want to do. Like if it doesn't work out in your favor, then it's going to be a blow to the ego. The potential future, you've got the 8 of Swords. So in the future, there could have been something you didn't see, right? There was something you may have actually, well, like I said, your strength is you're good at blocking with the 2 of Swords. So in the potential future, there's something you could be missing in this situation if you don't dial it back and approach it simple. Like, be fearless, be honest, be truthful, be logical, approach it with love, and it will turn out to something that's solid and beneficial, that's going to turn out for you. So what is this? Where do we want to go? Let's start with the High Priestess. Let's get some more on the High Priestess for the past. Oh, Sun in reverse, Leo energy. Chariot in reverse, Cancer energy. We've got 2 majors clarifying a major. Okay. The 9 of Wands in the reverse. So whatever it is that you knew in the past, like I said, the High Priestess is strong intuition, knows things that are going on, sees things, gets feelings on things, but they don't always talk about it, right? And it doesn't always pop up until it's ready to pop up. So you've discovered something in the past you were about to lose your ish. Whatever you found out, you were not happy. You were about to lose it. You were about to go off on this person, and you were defensive. You didn't, but that's what you want to do. You didn't, but that's what you want to do. So whatever you found out ticked you off. Not happy. You were ready to come out of the corner swinging. You don't want to upset a Taurus, I can tell you that. I mean, each sign has their scary side. But, Taurus, when they're ready to come out of the corner swinging, they're going to come out swinging. It's the fixed signs that really will give it to you. And they have to really show a lot of self-control, which is why the suggested approach is, Taurus, let's calm down. Okay, let's calm down before we say something and create more havoc, right? I don't know what this is that you found out, but whatever it was, you were ready to blow your lid. Let's see if we can find out. I'm taking a different route. Yours is a completely different route than the other ones. What did Taurus find out? What was this that was going to make them blow a gasket? What was this? Now, this might not be for everybody if I can even find out, but I'm just curious. What was this? Ew. Okay, we're going to stop at that. Oh, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Taurus. So this is the love affair card, dirty little secret, down low. So somebody was playing around with somebody. Okay, we got that. So you caught somebody fooling around with your person, or vice versa. You take that as it resonates, but somebody was cheating and somebody was like, they were ready to go hurt somebody. And Spirit's like, calm down, okay? Calm down. Let's think about this, right? Let's walk away. Let's cool off. Let's approach this. You can be fearless and you can, rush in and you can talk, right? Maybe it's best to have a phone conversation before being in person, before things get broken. You know what I mean? I'm getting this energy of things getting broken. A real swatting fight coming out on this. Your devilish side for sure is wanting to come out. And that's why I was told, no, don't focus on the devil energy of the card. Focus on Capricorn. Let's that's what it was. That I was like, approach it like business. But I was like, so I get it now. Imagine yourself in a work situation. You wouldn't blow your top off. You would actually approach it in a calm manner because you're at work, right? We all wear different masks at different times. So the mask people see at work isn't always necessarily 100% of you, who you are, as you would show somebody yourself at home, knowing somebody's done cheated on you. okay, kept a dirty little secret from you. So how you would approach that work wouldn't see. They're saying, please calm down and approach this very business-like. Pretend you are talking to somebody at work. Good approach. Good approach. Okay? We don't want wands flying everywhere. This could be beneficial for you. Now I get it with the Ten of Pentacles. Because there's money tied up. There's investments tied up with this person that's cheated. Okay? So, Taurus, you like your money. You like the luxuries of life. You like to buy your snacks. You know, you like to buy that comfortable couch to chill out on, right? By you handling this and treating this situation as if you were at work, calm, cool, and collected, it will not affect any of the investments and money you have connected with this person. So you don't want to do anything that's going to ruin what you could get financially out of this. And that's why here with the hopes and fears, it's okay. I'm hopeful I can be successful. I can get a victory out of this, right? But also your fear is, you know, it's taking a blow to your ego. For sure. Why wouldn't it, right? Somebody cheating on you? Absolutely. It is a major blow to the ego. I've had it done to me. I've been on both sides of that stick. And let me tell you, it's not any better being on one side or the other. It's all around a bad situation. So I always tell people, if you are aware of a third party, stay away from it. It's one thing if you don't know. And Taurus, like you, didn't know. You're finding out that there's a third party. Okay, so you didn't know. Calm down. This will work out for you, okay? Because clearly you're like, oh, I know what's up. I know what's happening. We're going to have a discussion. I'm going to approach this in a loving manner. I'm going to be very calm and loving and supportive. But you're going to be practical and treat it like business so you can make sure that your investments that are tied up do not get affected. Yeah, so there's something with the Eight of Swords. Let's go over here in the future that you might have been blinded to or something you didn't quite see. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Clarify this Eight of Swords, please. Eight of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. No, in the upright. Sorry about that. Wait a minute. Yeah. Taurus is like, do not put my Ten of Pentacles in the Ten of Reverse, you biatch. I'm sorry. I changed the lighting in here, so and I have to wear readers all the time. You know what I mean? I hate it because I normally walk around every day like this, but when I'm doing computer work, I have glasses and I have to wear readers any other time to see. But, you guys always see me with glasses, but on the day-to-day when I'm out and about, I'm not wearing them unless I'm just, you know what I mean? Like when I'm driving and stuff. Anyways, I don't know why I got off on that tangent and anyway, maybe I went off on the tangent about the readers because the Eight of Swords, right? So the Eight of Swords is, not seeing something, willfully blinding yourself. Okay. So with the Eight of Pentacles. So with the hard work and you learning to approach this situation carefully, okay, being very practical, not flipping the lid, not blowing a gasket, you will end up with your financials, okay? Because this person's cheated on you. This person's done something outside of a connection, okay? So because they've done you wrong and there was a something that they've done, cheated, kept something a secret, then it benefits you because it wasn't you that broke some sort of contract. And the hard work that you've put in will pay out. Okay, so that's why they were saying in the potential future, you need to take a closer look and don't willfully blind yourself to not approaching this correctly. You definitely want to approach this correctly and not blow your lid. Let's go to the tea leaf. Victory in some endeavor. Okay, yeah, you're going to have a victory in this because I know you want to blow your top, but you're not going to. You're going to be very calm. You're going to let somebody know, I know what's up. I know what you've been doing behind my back. And guess what? Whatever money we have tied up to each other, you know what? We're just going to have to separate that out, all right? And I'm going to go over here and you can stay over there. How about that? With your dirty little secret, all right? Your little affair, you know, you go worry about those financials, okay? You go start up something with them. You know, you go do a bank account with them, okay? Because you're not going to do one with me. Rose. Yeah, romance in the air. So this definitely has something to do, you know, because, you know, this card, like I said, it download dirty little secret, you know. It could have been any kind of secret, but this just is, thank you, Spirit, is clarifying that this has to do with a romantic partner cheating on you. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So, okay, so some of you, there could have been a child. Somebody got pregnant out of this situation, and maybe that's what you knew and why, you know, your intuition was strong in the past, knowing something was up. Maybe this person had a child. Maybe there was somebody you knew and it looked like your partner. And some of you, whatever endeavors you've had with this person, investments, you will be investing elsewhere, and it will be successful. Okay. You'll be doing something new. You'll be breaking off away from this person. And some of you, there's a child that has come out of this situation. Fair man. Dealings or relationship with a fair man with blonde, gray, or white. So that could be you. You could be the fair man. It could be reversed. It could have been the fair man that had, you know, the affair. You take that as it resonates. But it could be you as the masculine, or you're dealing with a fair man that's blonde, gray, or white hair. who's been unfaithful. Woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman. Well, that's the woman. So we've got the woman and the man. Yeah. All right. Well, we kind of knew that, but it's kind of like you put that word, you could be the masculine who's dealt with the woman who's cheated, or you could be the woman with the man that's cheated. It's just clarifying that you place parties where it fits, and you watching this, you put yourself where it fits. Thank you, Spirit. That's clever. That's really clever. Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. So this was a protection for you. This happening, you discovering this, you learning this, you finding this out, this, your intuition, and a lot of times it's your subconscious mind is, protecting you from you going any further down the road with this person, because it could have ended up a lot worse. You may have found out this secret, this love affair, just in time. Butterfly. A change for the better. So this is definitely going to be a change for the better for you. You're going to transform out of this, and you're going to become the beautiful butterfly, whether you're masculine or feminine. This is going to transform you, and you're going to come out better on the other side, because like I said, there's something in the future you would need to take a closer look at, and not blind yourself by being upset and handling a situation incorrectly, because with the hard work you put in, you'll have your 10 of Pentacles, right? It's twice now. It's verified it twice for you. Star. Guaranteed success, baby. The star. You are the star. You are shining. You're going to shine through this, because Taurus, I know you want to go off. Okay? You want to pull a can of whoop ass, and you want to go off. But your challenge is, I'm trying not to start a fight. I really want to, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I like my expensive snacks and my expensive couch and my luxuries, my comforts, my beautiful home, my bank account being fat. You're like, I like all that. I like all that. That's way more important than to go off on a mofo. Okay, so we've got that. And you're going to shine through this, right? You're going to be this shining star. And you're going to heal through all of this, because you're going to transform yourself. This is almost a lesson that's being thrown at you to see how are you going to handle this. And that's why the universe is like, if you're listening, treat your personal people, your friends, your family, like they're a coworker, because I'm not saying people haven't gone off on their coworkers, but 99% of the time people don't. They treat them with respect and love, and they act, they show a caring in this, and you're gonna do that. You're gonna be like, hey man, you did your thing. You got to do what you got to do. There's somebody else that's better for you. It's not gonna be me. That's cool. I got it. I hope it all works out. Peace, love. I'm out. And that's going to be you. Let's get an angel number for Taurus. Let's get an angel number for Taurus. angel number 1122. Great shift, transformation, spiritual awakening. Yeah, I'd say this situation is giving you a bit of a spiritual awakening, you know, because it usually does take one situation that kicks you into full gear for a transformation that turns you into the better, for sure. Yeah, manifestation, unity, alignment. So you're gonna remain in alignment. You're not gonna go crazy on this person, okay? And you're gonna be going through an expansion. So you're gonna be elevating. And so when you're elevating and you're handling situations appropriately, that's when the universe rewards you. And you're going to have that 10 of Pentacles for all the hard work that you put in. But, you know, you might not see it like that, but you will, if that makes sense. First, acknowledge, can you read? Can you speak? First, acknowledgement. Why do I keep wanting to say acknowledgement? Why? I'm looking right at this. It says acknowledge. What on earth? Acknowledgement. I don't know. That might mean something for somebody. I don't know why I'm stuck on that. First, acknowledge the positive changes unfolding as a result of your hard work. There it is, 8 of Pentacles. That's putting in the hard work. Then open your mind to new possibilities and allow yourself to explore new adventures. Okay? With the crib, a birth of a new enterprise, right? Something new that's going to be successful for you and do a huge payout for you. Many positive shifts are on the horizon. The world around you is aligning with your intentions, supporting your growth and your dreams. So you're going to grow through this. Okay, this wasn't your person. If they were going to cheat on you and keep it a secret, and oh, by the way, you're the one that kind of found out, already knew about it, and you're the one having to approach them. Right? That's tough. Not only did you find out, but then you have to be the one to approach it. And it sucks. It's painful, but this is such a growing experience for you that's going to catapult you into a completely new level that you're going to look back and you're going to be like, you're going to forget their name. You're going to be like, I don't even know what I saw in that person. So that's the beauty of these types of situations. They're uncomfortable at first. They make you want to crack. They want to make you be in your shadow side, the way you approach it, but yet you're not going to. And by you not doing that, you are going to go so far in life. Your vibration's going to rise. The 10 of Pentacles, you're going to have that person that's correct for you come in, that's going to be on your level, and you're going to be a team. You're going to be a strong power couple. I know it. Trust me, it's going to happen for you. So, Taurus, this is what I got for you. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Love all your support. Trying to grow the channel. I appreciate you. Much love and light. I will talk to you